How easy modes ruin video games. So I want to see, does he go into a bit more detail? Let's see if he does. He probably won't, and I'm probably going to get pissed off at this video. So if your favorite kind of musty is angry musty, you're probably here for it, lads. Because I guarantee he's going to say something that's going to piss me the fuck off.
You are now watching some musty.
I recently played the Super Mario Bros. Wonder demo. To say I love the game would be an understatement. And October 20th needs to hurry up. If you haven't checked it out, I did a full video showcasing my thoughts on Super Mario Bros. Wonder, as well as a discussion with T&D, who also played the demo. I loved nearly everything that I played, but the thing is, there's one aspect of the game that prevents it from being near perfection, and many feel the same way. The fact that Yoshi is designated to an easy mode character.
Wow, wow, wow. Cry harder as I celebrate harder with a Ren. Thank you so much for the 6 euro. Easy mode never allowed me to complete a final challenge for the bad challenge, so no Demeech. Demeech is wrong. See, he doesn't, no, Demeech, you think about it. Or he doesn't, Demeech hates you. Because you're the reason easy mode exists. It's your fault, Arend. How about that? It's your fault. That's what Demeech would say to you right now. I would say, do you know what? I'm glad that you could finish the game 100% and still enjoy yourself. I'm glad for you. I never needed to nab it, but I'm glad that you could finish the game along with me. Because Mario Wonder was a great game. Demeech would say, no, get out of here. He would say, he's fucking stupid. He would say these fucking fake gamers, and he'd say harder. He wouldn't even say gamers. He'd say gamers. That's what he would say to you, Arend.
Ever since New Super Mario Bros. Wii with the Super Guide, Nintendo has been putting these easy modes into their games. And honestly, I have never been a fan. We're talking about things like the white Tanuki suit, smart steering in Mario Kart, Nabbit and Yoshi being invincible, and other similar modes. I expect Pokemon to be a heated topic, considering Pokemon fanboys are—
Wow, Scarlet, guys, bingo cards. Get your bingo cards out. He mentioned one of the 4 unholy quadrilogy. Wow. Wow, gamers. More shoehorning. Guys, I'm not going to wonder, how the fuck did you watch this guy? Oh, man. Like, it's not even the fact that he's just a negative ass little bitch. It's like, guys, do you remember Stolen Violent? Shut up! You made the video! Move on to Demeech! Move, you can play PS4 games, Demeech! What year was this? Last year. You can play PS5 game, singular, Demeech!
Are so desperate to defend Scarlet and Violet that they'll say, if you ignore the game, then it's amazing! God. But Pokemon—
No one has ever said— No one has ever said this! No one has ever said this to me. You're arguing with— I can't even hit the door anymore. I'm so tired of hitting the door. You're arguing with 12-year-olds, and we know, chat, we know. We're not even just making that. You can't even say I'm being mean to him. I've seen your Reddit history. You are literally going into threads of people talking about Pokemon and saying, the game sucks. That's literally, and you made this whole video about deleting Twitter. Twitter's so toxic, but you're very toxic on Reddit. If anything, Reddit's the worst place to be toxic because there's a comment history. That's the worst bit, brother. We can see what you've been up to. I'm going to turn into the Joker, guys. I'm turning into a Svetskov.
Has an element of deep-rooted nostalgia and has impacted fans greatly, so it does make sense why Pokemon can get quite polarizing to discuss. It might also have that magic goo that prevents it from being criticized.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, what's this? It's like the Musty Phil's trying to say Demeech. No. How is it? Literally. No!
No! No! No! No!
It's literally just me. It's literally just, you made a video, you just posted a video of me. That's just me right here. In the same with me, I'm very happy. With the money! You guys are too nice, far too nice. I'm the funny more looking at Johnny pisses me off that he looks at these options and can't stand the accessibility. I just don't get it. The worst part is, even when I was like a capital G gamer hard RTM, like one of the Demeech kind, I don't even think I gave a shit about accessibility. Like I was definitely one of those, yeah, if you don't beat them really, you're not a real gamer. But I'm never gonna like, I like just for like I've always taken it as like a personal satisfaction. I've never taken it as like a well, fuck you. As long as the game didn't force it on me, I don't even think I cared that much. I'm never trying to revise history, but like, yeah, was I annoyed about easy modes? I'm sure I was, but I don't think I gave this much of a shit. Yeah, Demeech, please play different games. I'm begging you, Demeech. I'm begging you, lad. Please. Oh. I said this before. Never trust a cartoon review channel that has not watched Breaking Bad. Never trust a Nintendo channel that doesn't own a Sony console. Just don't trust them. Or like an Xbox or a PC. Just don't trust them, guys. They have not got a wide enough palette to be able to give you a normal take. Please, for the love of God, don't trust these people. All right, don't trust them. All right, they are the online equivalent of strangers giving out candy. In a van, okay? Don't get the candy. If they offer you free Wi-Fi, don't get in the van, okay? Hey, man, you want a Steven Universe review? I don't know. If you watch Breaking Bad, hey, shut up and get in the van. Get in the van, little boy. Get in the van. That's you, Demeech!
I'm gonna find that in the games Pokemon 200 and Pokemon 201, but I'm honestly a bit surprised to see how many people are in favor of easy modes and claim that they're a necessary addition.
Yes, necessary. I mean, I guess since we've already like opened Pandora's box and like these accessibility functions have been put in most games that are meant for everyone, I would say there's no point going back. Would I say they're necessary? Not really, but now that they're here, why remove them? You know, that's my own. I'd say someone introduced Demeech to indie games, but I don't know if I want him taking that side of the medium. Listen, if he ever makes a video on my Scrimblow Go, okay, my indie goats, if he makes one on Shovel Knight, if he touches, hey, back off, yeah, I'm part of the Celeste fandom, yeah, I'm part of the LGBT. Yeah, how did you know I like Shovel Knight? Yeah, I like Shovel Knight too, okay, I also have autism.
I really thought
I apologize.
about it.
Demeech level Joe, guys. I apologize.
Understand just why I have such an animosity towards these easy modes. From a personal perspective, I know darn well, but I also wanted to take a look at both sides of the argument, and after further analyzing the easy modes, it all made sense. I realized the true main problem of these easy modes, so sit back, enjoy some popcorn while Luigi beats a level for you, as we dive into the impact that these easy modes have had on Nintendo games.
Okay, how have they had an impact to me? Do you know what the saddest part is, chat? Do you know what actually the saddest part about this video is? If this video was literally made by anyone else, I would genuinely be interested to hear one alternate take is as to why we shouldn't include accessibility modes in video games. But because it's fucking Demeech, we're gonna get... It makes me feel so... I feel like I'm playing a baby game. Okay, how long, chat? Guess the minute. Chat, let's play a game. Let's play a game. Let's play a game. Guess the exact timestamp to the minute of when he does the boomer gamer response of I beat games when they were hard, you should too. He's gonna 100% say that. I'm gonna say 3-minute 36 mark. That's my thing. 3-minute 36 mark. I'm gonna say to the second. 3 minutes 36. Clip it and ship it, gamers. Clip it and ship it. We got exactly whoever gets the closest, you're the hero of the stream. Okay, you're the hero of the stream. X7Jin, you're the hero of my stream. That's what you are. You guys no hands on Astro. Don't let him. Do not let him touch Astro. Okay, don't let him. All right, let's go. Let's keep going.
The first Super Mario
3 minutes
game that
36.
had
Come
an
on.
easy mode wasn't actually New Super Mario Bros. Wii.
It wasn't?
Was Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins.
Was it? Genuinely fun fact?
But you may have never heard about it or
I have
even
not.
noticed it because you need to press the select button
Oh.
before selecting your file to activate it.
I never
the
knew
easy
that.
mode in Super Mario Land 2 adjusts the levels to make them, well, easier. Levels will have less enemies, sometimes more platforms, and more power-ups. Honestly, if easy modes are done like this, I have no problem with them. You're still playing the same game, and skill is required. This is what an easy mode should be. To distinct
Okay, but like, what's so different about this than like a white Tanuki leaf? Like the white Tanuki leaf makes enemies like human purpose enemies. You still have to dodge pits and stuff, don't you? Like as far as I'm sure that's I'm not wrong in there, right, chat? When you have like the white Tanuki leaf, you still have to dodge pits and stuff and dodge getting crushed. It's just like standard enemies can't hurt you. So there's still an element of skill involved. You could maybe argue less than the platforms that this game offers you, but there's still like if the whole idea of an easy mode is to like lower the skill gap to make it easy for someone to play, an easy mode or a white Tanuki leaf kind of are two ways to get to the same goal. Like, if anything, this would be an interesting way for you to tell us what the difference is, but it's a Demeech video, so I'm not going to get that. But it is a live stream, so I'm going to get a dono from Raul because he loves doing that. There's easy mode is an option he can easily not do. I don't think he does, Raul. Do you want to tell him or should I? The sole time I took issue with Nintendo Easy Mode was on DKC Returns, because entirely because it asked you, do you want to turn on the Super Guide too frequently? Yes, I think it did get a little annoying in that game when they deliberately ask you, when they deliberately told you. I never used it because I'm a fucking game. I played DKC Returns when I was in my proper capital G gamer hard RTM arc. No easy mode, always the hardest mode. But it was a bit annoying. But again, it's optional, brother. It's optional.
Actual easy modes that adjust the game to be easier.
Also, what's my timestamp? I'm still not past my timestamp yet.
I'll nickname things like the white Tanuki suit and
I wish I could say I'd give 5 subs, but chat, it's Christmas time. I'm broke. I have no money. Which is why I'm so thankful for the super chat money, because when that comes in, I'm gonna really fucking need it. For fuck's sake, he's gonna say it, chat. He's gonna say I'm gonna call this gaming journo mode. He's gonna fucking do it, isn't he? Oh no. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
Easy modes that essentially act as a cheat. I'll nickname things like the white Tanuki suit and Nabbit gaming journalist modes.
Fuck's sake! Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this, chat. I genuinely cannot believe these words are about to come out of my mouth. Leave the journos alone. I love shitting on gaming. I will be there no matter what, Demeech. But if I'm at the gaming journalist shitting party, Benjamin Major's there, Biff Weed is there. What the hell? That's Shafrillas? He's over there with fucking Scott the World? Let me go up. Oh, Demeech is here. Well, guys, it's been real. But I'm leaving now. I'm going to take the elevator out of this penthouse suite and go down to the bottom floor so I can be as far away from him as possible. Do you know what I mean? For fuck's sake, what? I want to mob out so hard, man. Leave the journals alone. Leave them alone, please. Jesus
What
Christ.
gaming journalist modes usually have in common is granting players invincibility for an entire level. Let's take a look at Nabbit in New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. He can literally just run through enemies, and everything becomes a literal cakewalk, even outside a layer cake dessert. Super Mario 3D World's white Tanuki suit is essentially the same thing, but this time in power-up form. Technically, you still can lose by falling down a pit or into lava.
Guys, I'm getting close to my timestamp. Was it 3:36? He could very easily say, yeah, I beat him, so now you yeah, it's just low-hanging fruit, isn't it? I am never, bruv, I never thought I'd say the words, leave Kotaku alone.
The fact of the matter is, these modes will make the game significantly easier. Here's my personal take on gaming journalist modes. The purpose of a video game is not only to have fun, but to test your skill. Sometimes, the skill is
I'm past my timestamp, unfortunately, chat, so I'm out of the game.
platforming and reaching the end of a level. Other times, skill can be figuring out the location of a hidden power moon. Even in simulation games like Animal Crossing New Horizons, you'll still need to think about resource management and how you want your island to be. Challenge in a game isn't just limited to beating a level, but for these modes specifically, I'm mainly referring to platformers. The thing that makes platformers so much fun and so replayable is applying skills you have learned to beat levels that you never thought you could beat before. An old school platformer like Mega Man 2
I'll let Benjamin Mage take this one for me, okay? Just this once. Maybe some people just want to be challenged by the platform and don't want to worry about dealing with enemies too. You ever think about that, Demeech? It's the classic case of Demeech thinks that he's the arbiter, he's the gatekeeper. He's literally, in the literal sense of the phrase, he's gatekeeping. He's literally gatekeeping. This is what you're allowed to consider difficulty in video games. That over there, you can't do that. No, you're not allowed to do that. And I'm just like, he's mentioning the old gate so close.
is known to be difficult, and when I first started playing it, I faced many challenges, but after learning enemy patterns and learning how the power-ups work, it was rewarding and gave me a sense of satisfaction every time I cleared a level. The Super Mario series is my absolute favorite series in all of gaming. Now Mario games
You can tell this guy's never played a PlayStation in his fucking life. What a statement. Good lord, what a statement. Oh my lord. Hang on, one more time?
The Super Mario series is my absolute favorite series in all of gaming.
Like, don't get me wrong, I rate it. But like, brother, pick up a PlayStation, please. I love the Mario series. I want to make that very, very clear. The Mario series of games is like a fantastic series of games. Absolutely. Mainline Mario, you can't go wrong with it. My favorite series of games? I don't know. Top 10? Yeah. But like, I feel like these games don't hit the same highs once you've played other games, which is what you realize when you've played other games, Demeech. Yeah, white bread is my favorite. It's like saying, oh, do you know what my favorite dish is? Mac and cheese. You can have an amazing mac and cheese. I've had fantastic mac and cheese, but it's mac and cheese. Does it make sense? It's mac and cheese. Like, the best mac and cheese does not go up against a average sirloin steak. I could always go for a sirloin steak. I will be there no matter what. I feel like I'm going to lose my mind here. How do you think I feel, Benjamin? I'm gonna feel for me, Benjamin. Feel for me. What's up, Ryan Pan? How you doing, brother? Well, I was first disappointed when Yoshi and Wonder was easy mode, but then I realized most of the deaths come from insta-kill stuff like lava, so it only made it slightly easier and wasn't a big deal. Do you know the worst part? Do you know what the saddest part about your statement is, Frying Pan Sam? Demeech could have very easily done a playthrough, or what he could have done to make it much more interesting is that he could have got someone else to play Wonder for the first time using only Yoshi, and to see and then to like report back to how easy it actually was. Because when you say that, Frying Pan Sam, I feel that'd be I would watch that. Would you guys watch? I'd watch that video. How easy is Yoshi's easy mode actually? And then you could analyze how many levels are difficult based on getting hit by enemies versus how many levels are difficult based on pits. If it's more pits than enemies, then I guess that could be an interesting. I'd watch that. I'd be like, how easy is it actually? You know? But then, like, Demeech is not going to have that conversation. Nah, that's the annoying bit about watching Demeech. You just know that we could come up with so many more interesting conversations. I'm sorry for hitting the mic. You can come up with so much more interesting conversations. So thank you for the 5. Demeech just played a GTA game. I know. He's playing Walking Dead. No, do you know what? Don't turn to play The Walking Dead. He'd be like, it's just a walking simulator. That's what you do, man. That's what you do. You know you would. You just fucking know you would. And CJ Adams, thank you again. I'm the biggest Mario fan 2 is my favorite series. But at least kind of say I will have played other games. Yeah, exactly. Like, when CJ Adams says Mario's his favorite character, I'm trusting he's played other games, which he has. But like, I just don't believe you, Demeech. I don't believe you've played other games. Like, I can understand your channel just being Nintendo and you playing other games. Because, like, I've never made a video on, like, Overwatch on the main channel. Oh, actually, I have. I did one of the April Fool's voice lines. I've never made a video on Call of Duty, despite Call of Duty making up a substantial chunk of my teenage youth and early adult years. Which is a game I would say means quite a lot to me, especially the zombies mode. But, like, I've played them. And if anyone wanted to talk about with me, listen, I'll be there no matter what. But, like, do you know what I mean? Like, games. Just play games, brother. Just play games, man. Games, Demeech. You gotta play games, brother. And you know the worst part is, right? Like, also, Costrom says every single time it comes out, it's always surface level. If you're going to be this surface level, like I said, when I watch videos personally, I want someone to really get into the meat of things. If your review style is you're not going to, and you still want to win me over nonetheless, you have to make up for it in other ways. Scott the Woz is someone who doesn't really get into the weeds as much as I would personally like, but guess what? He's funny, and he's got good pacing. So I'm still watching him regardless. Does that make sense? He makes up for it in another way. I'm like, I'm having a fun time watching this video. Again, Video Game Donkey, again, he usually separates the funnies from the dedicated review videos. So generally, you know what you're getting into when you click on a Donkey video. If it doesn't say a dunk view, you're not getting a review. You're getting just him being chicanerous, and it's always funny. Again, you want to make up for it another way, brother. You got to make up for it, Demeech. What are you doing here? You're being an analytical Andy, and your analysis isn't even that good. It's not even that good, brother. Okay, the COD Zombies maps in the OST. Origins, okay? That would win both of them.
Now, Mario games are nowhere near as challenging as games like Mega Man, but the same logic applies. The fun comes from tackling platforms, taking out enemies, and coming up with strategies on how to best use the power-ups. For the purpose of...
And if people want to approach that in a way different to you, then that's not a bad thing. That's what you want to say, right, Demeech? But you're not gonna. Because that's not actually what you're gonna say, is it?
Footage here. I had to use Nabbit in New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe and the white Tanuki suit in Super Mario 3D World, and honestly, I was bored out of my mind.
Maybe almost, guys. He's so close. He's so close, isn't he? Wow, the easy mode was boring to me. Wow, Demeech, it's almost as if it's not made for you. Crazy, absolutely insanity. It's almost as if when I have children someday, which is probably going to come sooner rather than later. I am pushing 40. I'm 30, obviously, but I'm getting close to 40 gamers. I'm going to be old. I'm going to be great. And when I have kids eventually, yeah, it's going to be great that I can actually hand them a controller and not keep one plugged out like I used to do with my little brother when I was a kid. It's nice that they can actually play. Like the idea of like my 4-year-old kid being able to play a Mario game with me is fantastic. That would mean the world to me, you know? They get to experience a Mario game with their old man, you know, instead of me with my mum where she just told me to turn that damn thing off. It'd be so cool. Don't you want that, Demeech? Don't you want my future child Goku to be able to play video games with his old man? Are you denying me a moment with my son? Or daughter? It could be daughter as well. I'm still going to name her Goku.
It was torture, and this is coming from a guy who enjoys playing the Virtual Boy from time to time. Since napping
So what, you're basically admitting you have no taste?
to allow you to just run through enemies, the game essentially is on autopilot, which results in an unsatisfactory experience. You're removing the enemies, and platforming also becomes much easier.
Yeah, I think the Virtual Boy did like psychic damage to him, isn't it? Yeah, like even Zozum. Zozum. Once I was playing Mario Kart 8 with my 6-year-old, and I actually had to quit and show them 8 Deluxe so they had a smart steering, and it was a lifesaver. You know what I mean? It's fantastic, right? Isn't it fantastic when kids can play video games too, and you don't have to lie to them by saying, hey, you can play a plugged-out controller. Virtual Boy Wario Land is still pretty good. I've heard that's actually good, and I really do want to try it. Thank you again for the 249, brother. Appreciate it. Far too generous.
So the experience is essentially just skipping through the game. I don't understand why someone would get a game and would actively pursue using modes like this, because it's essentially...
Jesus, he's not even going to acknowledge. Is he going to acknowledge? Bruh, how does he avoid the giant... Sorry, how does he avoid the Donovan in the room? It's a callback to the Scarlet and Violet video if you haven't watched it. These games are for people affectionate... Hey, Musty. Yeah, yes, hypothetical person I've made up, the straw man I've made up for this argument. Are you going to buy the next Pokemon game? Yeah, I think so. I was pretty happy with Scarlet and Violet. I'm definitely going to buy the next Pokemon games. Did you know they're for children? Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's why I'm not going to dog on them difficulty-wise, because yeah, they're made for. If I could beat Yellow as a 5-year-old, then it's meant for 5-year-olds. Oh, okay, cool. Hey, Demeech. Yeah. Are you gonna buy the next Mario game? Well, of course I am. I'm the biggest Nintendo. I used to be called I Love Nintendo 999. Are you gonna complain if there's an easy mode? Well, of course. This is a serious game made for serious Oh no. Oh, Demeech, it's broken.
essentially like not playing the game at all. My stance, if you're bad at a game, you should lose. And once you get good...
Oh, here it is. Okay, so if any guys, scroll up in the chat. If you said 5 minutes 33, whoever was the closest is correct. He said the line. He said it directly. He said it, gamers. Who is it? Can I scroll? I don't know how far up I can scroll. Hang on. I don't think I can. Oh, my chat's broken again. Oh, hang on. I'm trying to make sure my my Opera doesn't crash, so I'm trying not to scroll up too fast. I'm trying to scroll, chat. I'm trying to scroll. Come on. No, I can't go up that far, unfortunately. We'll have to find out. Oh, my chat, please Opera don't crash. I'm just hoping Opera doesn't crash at this point. I'm hoping so. But I'm hoping that Carstorm's wallet isn't that empty, because Jesus Christ, far too nice. Whoa, money! This reminds me of the guy who made a comment about Let's Go feature in SV, wondering why somebody would play Pokemon with fewer battles. And the answer is some gamers like Pokemon, but not RPGs. Crazy, right? It's almost if when you do 2 seconds of thinking, you can answer the same question. I said 5:27. Did you? Jeez. 5:30. So you were close. That was close. Ooh. Is it like Price is Right rules where you can be a bit behind, but you can't be a second over? Is that what we're doing? I'm doing Price is Right rules. So if you're like 1 second over, it doesn't count. Okay, it doesn't. If you're like 1 second behind, you win. Right? We're doing Price is Right rules. I'll put my hand up. I used the white Tanuki to beat 4-2 in, I think, a new Super U, because the cheap chops scared the crap out of me. Kid me had way more fun than that, than being chopped. Yeah, but see, again, that's the kind of moment the white Tanuki Leafs are made for. If you're a kid and you're having difficulty with a level, yeah, you should be able to play it on an easier mode and then come back to it late. Like, that moment is exactly the reason why... Because imagine being in a situation right now, you got up to that level and just couldn't beat it, and that was it. Game was gone. It's an effective paperweight now because you can't play anymore. How sad would that be? Demeech is basically saying that, yeah, fuck you, you shouldn't be able to play that game. I'm just like, how sad is that? What a sad way to think. And don't get me wrong, if you ask me personally, hey, isn't the fun of a platformer to get better at it? Yes. This isn't Mega Man. This isn't fucking Celeste. This is Mario. And even in those games, I would be okay with like easy mode functions. I'm not going to use them, but I'd be okay with them. I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. Oh man, I gotta go do some Christmas shopping. I have a good one. Have a good one, Benjamin. Benja Gaming, Benja Squad, right? Have a good one, brother. Good luck. Good luck to you. Shout out to the Invincible Cat Bell. Might be one of the most forgotten power ups in Mainland. Oh, well, I've never actually seen that one. I don't think. Shout out to that one for helping people with 3D
It's
World.
going to feel that much more rewarding. But here's the thing: these gaming journalist modes are optional. You don't have to use them, and I never do. Outside of for footage, heck. You can't even get shiny stars on your save file if you use them. So
Yeah, but don't you think the kind of gamer who'd be using easy modes probably doesn't care about shiny stars? Fuck
there's
yeah.
still a reward for skilled players. I personally would never use them, but I understand others might want to play a game differently.
Oh! Rare bit of Demeech nuance? No way. Gamers, is he gonna continue? Hang on, gamers. Rare bit of Demeech nuance. Listen. Perk up, gamers. Perk up. I'm here for it now.
Personally would never use them, but I understand others might want to play a game differently. Maybe there's just a really hard level you just can't clear and need some assistance with. Or maybe you just like playing the game with Nabbit's invincibility.
Yes!
Someone playing as Nabbit on their own time isn't going to impact my experience.
Yes!
Yeah, you bet I'm gonna choose Ala Gold and beat the game as Miyamoto intended. You're not robbing me out of my experience.
Okay, true.
Because if you cheat with Nabbit or the White Tanuki
Cheat. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, no. Cheat. He's calling it cheating.
suit, you're only robbing yourself out of an experience.
Why do you get to decide what's fun to... We were so close, gamers. We were so close to him making an actual point. This close. No! I'm so upset. I'm crying. Demeech, you've brought me to... Demeech, I want you to know you've brought me to tears, brother. You've brought me to tears. Why are we still here? Why are we still here just to suffer? Oh.
There's also the common argument that Mario games and Nintendo games are for kids.
Yes! Oh my god, yes! Cinema. Gamers, we're about to have cinema. How does he... Oh my god, yes, Demeech. How does he respond to the baby alligator? Oh my god, I didn't think he'd do it. Chat, I'm actually genuinely... I'm here. I'm sorry, come on, please, let's go. Let's fucking go.
And whenever I criticize these modes, I'm constantly met with,
Kids play Mario games! You're insulting kids'
Yes!
games! It's
Yes!
just a kids' game!
That's literally what he's doing. Yes! He's doing the strawman voice for something he does. Please,
where do I even begin?
please, start from anywhere, please.
Yes, Mario games are for kids.
Yes.
And guess what?
Yes.
They always have been. But all of a
Yes.
sudden, kids nowadays can't handle Mario games and need something like
Oh, he's
Nabbit.
a boomer. No. He's just a boomer, chat. He's just a boomer. No. Oh. It's genuinely so sad. He's 5 years my junior, and he sounds like he's fucking 50. Why do you care, Demeech? I've never been. Take him to. Okay. If you want me to actually give you another take other than just calling him old, which is the right opinion, by the way, that is the correct take to just call Demeech old and call it a day. But if they were just like, hey, Mustard, could you come up with a different argument other than calling me old? I would, yeah, okay, I can give you one. Gaming sensibilities have completely changed from what they were when we were children. When we were kids, firstly, video gaming was still not really as mainstream as it is now. It's deliberately made to be accessible to everyone. So game companies, generally, when they want to, or if they care to, generally tend to keep this in mind. Secondly, you're appealing to a time now, and not only gaming wasn't as accessible, whereas you had infinite time to be able to play video games, and during a time where, think about it, when we grew up in the 2000s, Demeech, if you weren't playing video games, what were you doing really? Were you watching TV? Yeah, you could be watching TV, or were you going as hard? Coming from someone who grew up around the same era as you, you're either playing video games, watching TV, playing with your toys in your room if you were that young, or going outside, right? Now, and I take this to a kid who lives in 2020. They can either play a video game, right, or play a Mario game. They could play the litany, the absolute litany of free-to-play games out there. A kid could probably play Roblox for the rest of their lives. You know how many games are on Roblox? Fortnite as well, fucking massive game, right? Not to contend with the absolute litany of phone games out there that kids can get addicted to as well, right? Tablets with content geared to them more so than ever before, right? And also due to the fact that, and here's another sad thing actually, is kids just simply don't really play outside as much as they used to anymore. This is something that I came to realize when I was like whenever I babysit my nieces or nephews. I know when I was a kid, when I was like 7, 8 years old, I would just go outside and go to the park. My mom would let me. But there have been situations where my older sister would send my niece out to go and play in the park, and like the police literally knocked on the door and said, where are you? What's going on? It's like, oh, she went to the place of the park. Bearing in mind, the park was like a minute down the road, just to clarify. And like, she wasn't allowed to, right? So kids there's a lot more like scare factor, I suppose, now from when we were kids. So kids more so, not only are there way more options for kids to play other things now, they're way more accessible, but they really can't go outside as much these days, so that's not really much of a viable option too. So if they're going to be on a screen, what makes them want to play your game over anything else? There's way more. When we were kids, if a game was pissing, especially when I was a kid, right? When I was a kid, I only got to play video games on the weekend. So you best believe when a game level was tough, I'm playing that from dusk to dawn till dusk, because that's all I have to do. It's either that or I turn it off and let my older sister watch EastEnders, right? And Lord knows if she starts watching EastEnders, I'm never getting the TV back, because we only had one TV in the house, right? Does that make sense? Kids now, bruv, I've seen kids with TVs in their rooms now. Half of you in the chat probably have a TV in your room now. I never had that as a kid. I mean, you probably didn't have that as a kid. Maybe you did. I don't know. You're richer than me. I never had that as a kid, right? So gaming sensibilities now have shifted way more differently than they were when we were kids. Back then when we were kids, games were still hard because they were relatively short, so they wanted to be harder to pad the runtime. Games now are generally easier because, heck, they don't have to rely on making the game hard to make it to pad out the runtime, but instead they've realized that, hey, gamers like to win, so let's make it so that it's easier for them to win while still offering a challenge for people who want a challenge. So it's a bit of both now. You know, especially with Nintendo orienting themselves very clearly, it's like a family company. They want a whole family to be able to play. So the idea of having a kid being able to play alongside their most likely adult parents or relatives is fantastic. That's something that they want to be able to offer people. So it's like, what do you want from me? Like, what do you want me to say to you, Demeech? I just want to call you a boomer and call it a day. But if you want a genuine answer, that's my genuine answer. Sensibilities are way different from when we were kids, Demeech. And if you ever had like nieces, nephews, or any sort of cousins that were younger, you would know this. But I guess you don't. Which I can't really fault you for that too much. Like, this is something that I probably wouldn't have known unless I had nieces, nephews, and cousins, for example. But yeah, like it's not what we were when we were kids. It's just not the same. It's just not the same, Demeech. Stop hanging on to a time that you think is good simply because you grew up in it. Like, don't get me wrong. Let me be clear, all right? I'm extremely happy that I grew up in the era I did, but I'm not pretending that my era is better than anyone else's. That's a trap that humanity has done for thousands of years that your streamer Sir Mercy is too smart for, okay? I'm too smart for that chat. This is why you give me money. This is why you give me money, because I'm way too smart. Yeah. I'm way too smart for that, okay? I might be dumb in other ways, but I'm way too smart for that shit. I've seen a couple of donos as well. Let's go through them. Thank you so much for that chat. Where were we? Oh, here we are. Castle, once again. And a wrench. And Cam. A triple dono explono? Unreal. This reminds me of the guy who made a comment about let's go. Oh, no, you already read that one. Oh, you already read double reading? You nearly got away with that, Castle, but thank you for listening. Even Cranky Gon would call him a boomer. True! Fucking boomer! Okay, when I think of kids stuff, I think of Cocomelon and Nick Jr. Mario's one intended for general audiences, and that's not being pretentious. Toy Story can be enjoyed by kids and adults now. Yeah, of course it can. But like I would say, yeah, generally Mario is meant for everyone. So when they say everyone, they mean everyone. Whether it's your 4-year-old fucking nephew, whether it's your 90-year-old grandma, everyone should be able to play. So if they make functions for everyone to be able to play, why wouldn't you endorse that? Why wouldn't you endorse that, man? This video is the definition of we're so over West. I'm like, all right, have a good time at the gym, Carlo. Have a good time, brother. Get those gains. Let's read the regular chat. Let's see what you guys had to say about that while I was in rant mode. I was in another rant mode. I had 3 TVs in my house. Rich. You guys were rich growing up. Like, did you grow up in like the 2000s? Like I did. Rich. Jesus Christ. Maybe I'm just realizing the more I grew up, the more broke I really was when I was a kid. Mom did an excellent job hiding it, so I'm very proud of her for that. But yeah, growing up is realizing that. Yeah, I was a brokey. We had like one TV. We had like one TV, and it was fucking. And then when I did eventually get a second TV, it was like this fucking 15-inch CRT, bro. It was fucking tiny, man. Tiny, bro. It was unreal, man. What else was there? I'm just scrolling up to see if there was anything in the general chat. It's almost like video games have evolved to your childhood and now account for everyone. It's not just kids. People just aren't as into the games as you. Want to grow up with these games. Exactly. It's like he's doing it. Like I think, especially for someone who's been a video game critic for this long, he would have evolved. But it's just sad. He's been doing this for like 5-6 years, and he's still a fucking boomer. You're so old, Demeech, man. You're so old. You're so old, bro. You're gonna get grades before me, lads. It's almost like games where they were archaic and designed for you to buy them instead of rent them and make them more accessible to less experienced gamers with a better approach. Oh, Matthew, you're being, your last name is smart. You're being too smart there, brother. You're being too smart. What else was I gonna read? Is anything else? Can't enjoy my Mario difficulty because of woke. Zozim, you're so real for that. The back in my day has been fucking real. Let's continue.
Perhaps us Yankees weren't skilled enough to handle the real Super Mario Brothers 2. But
Oh
new
God, he is
Super Mario
booming out.
Brothers U? You gotta be joking. It's the same problem I have with
Oh,
people
gamers. I'm gonna be honest. I need another alcohol.
claiming
It's a kid's game. Stop whining.
specifically Pokemon yet again. Ironically, the ones who say,
It's a kid's game. Stop whining.
maybe I should clap back with, it's a kid's game, why are you enjoying it?
Wow, what an own on a hypothetical person. Wow. And he's still addicted to Twitter, even though he said he deleted it. Oh my God, what an own. Why are you enjoying baby games then, Demeech? Why are you? I could say the same thing to... Does Demeech not understand the meaning of the word hypocrisy? What was it? He shit on that like Nintendo Switch sports guy for like saying, wow, that's so pretentious. You're so pretentious in your video when his titles are anything but pretentious. Wow, you're playing a baby game too. Your whole channel is baby games, bro. What is happening?
You essentially said a game is designed for stupid kids who don't know any better.
Yes!
So why are you, the so-called intellect, enjoying a game that's what you claim to be nothing more than a dumb kid's game?
I could say literally the same question to you. How would you answer that, Demeech? You'd probably say so if you were me. Well, I'm not going to speak for you because frankly I don't want to. I think you're stupid. But if I'm going to speak for me, I'll say, yeah, because even though it's made for generally for ages less than me, I think Pokemon provides a fun enough gameplay loop that I can't get from other games with a lot of nostalgia on top. That's what I would tell you. Yeah, they're easy, but like, yeah, I'm expecting Pokemon to be easy. I've also played God of War. You haven't. Go away.
Do you remember back when you were a kid? You don't remember knowing that some games were just bad? You couldn't tell if a game was shovelware? Sure, critical thinking skills aren't fully developed, but kids will know if a game is bad. Same applies to getting skilled and playing a game. Sure, as a kid, it probably will take longer. It took me a while to get skilled at Super Mario Brothers.
That's just a cope. You're actually just... Must do one for my Jen, you want to help you to your lost cause. Yeah, no, but like, I did, firstly. And secondly, you're just lying. Are you really saying that every kid wants to deliberate? Are you literally making the argument to me that every kid is like, yes, I want to play this game to get better at it? Or was it just, I want to play this game to win? What sounds something more like what a kid would say, chat? Like, again, I have cousins, I have nieces, I have nephews. I can tell you from, you know, firstly from my childhood, and secondly from watching them, they just want to win, bro. They just want to fucking win. Are you kidding me? Even if, like, literally, I had games where, just to be nice, right? Because I had games where, like, I was destroying them at Mario Kart and they were crying, and like my sister literally looked at me and said, "Bro, come on." I was like, and I had one race where I literally stopped at the finish line and pretended my controller broke, and they won. If I pretended my controller broke and you beat me, you as an adult would be like, why are you sandbagging me for, you fucking weirdo? Why don't you just win? I'm like, no, my controller broke, I broke it. But like, as a kid, they don't understand. They just... What are we doing to me? What are we doing?
But I was able to accomplish it. And look at what kids are playing. Fortnite,
He's so
Call of Duty.
old! He's so old! He's so... Jesus Christ! He's so old! Why are you so old, bro? Oh my lord. Right when I was a kid, these damn kids, you're so old, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're actually demented. You're actually senile. You are old. You're senile like a fucking 40, like a 67-year-old. You're old. You're old, Demeech. Stop being old.
Duty, competitive multiplayer games that literally won't allow for easy modes, and especially
Oh my god. Gamers, okay. He just I'm gonna play it again. He just triggered my trap card. He actually just hang on, listen to it again.
multiplayer games that literally won't allow for easy modes, and especially cheating.
Demeech has literally never played. We've confirmed this, chat. He's literally never played a non-Nintendo game. Because if he did, right, he would know about skill-based matchmaking, right? You're literally wrong, Demeech. What will happen is that when people play shit at a multiplayer game, the multiplayer game is like, okay, we thought you had this skill. Let's turn it down a bit and then match you with these people. And if you're still playing with even shitter, they turn it down a bit and make you play with these people. Every fucking multiplayer game out does that. They literally make it so that you can win. Oh, he literally exposed himself. Right, he's wrong. He's actually wrong. Yeah, the games won't accept cheating, you're correct. But that, if I made a brand new Overwatch account and started like playing really shit when like 1 and 20, they're gonna lower the skill level so I can still enjoy the game with people my own skill. Even outside, and he's gonna say, oh, no. They do this in regular every game. There was literally a very, and I could prove this. Do I want to look it up? I don't even care. You know what, Demeech? I don't even care about you. I just don't even care. Call of Duty famously, like I think earlier this year, turned off their skill-based matchmaking. And guess what they reported? That people were playing a lot less. But why? Because people don't like getting fucking ruffle stomped in every game they play. They don't like it. Even though people complain, oh, SBMM is ruining multiplayer games. SBMM is ruining multiplayer games. No. To some degree, yeah, there's arguments for and against. But generally speaking, yes, the multiplayer game wants you to win. They will raise or lower your skill level depending on how you're playing. He literally outed himself. This is cinema. This is absolute cinema. We've got 6 minutes left, chat. We've got 6 minutes left.
The "it's a kid's game" rebuttal lacks any nuance, and it implies kids cannot see if a game is bad, or they simply can't play games.
No, they can see if a game is bad, but kids want to win. I'm telling you from first and second hand experience, kids want to win. You're just wrong, Demeech. You're just old.
Which both are false, and all you gotta do is remember back to when you were a kid.
I do remember back to when I was a kid, and I just wanted to win. Literally, I can call up Ozzy, my brother, right now. So I don't think I could do this anymore. We're gonna listen. Stay strong, Carson. We're nearly there, okay? I can call up Ozzy right now, and he'll tell me, "Hey, how bad did Musty want to win at video games?" He'll say, "Oh, if Musty ever lost, he would turn off the console." That's what I did to Demeech, okay? I'm embarrassed of it, okay? But yeah, when Ozzy beat me at a game, or my siblings beat me at a game, I turned off the console. I don't care how I won. I just wanted to win. I would use glitches. I'd use screen cheating. I'd use everything, okay? Because I just wanted to win, brother.
Going back to gaming journalist modes, I understand they're optional, and I can see how some might want to play games differently. And after fully analyzing them...
Oh, you have the nerve to do a Demeech's Fury segment? You have the nerve, you fucking cow. Unbelievable. Lol cow. Unreal.
I realize why I have such an animosity towards them. It's because Nintendo implements them horribly into their games.
No, they don't.
Let's take a look in chronological order.
Okay.
New Super Mario Bros. Wii introduced a super guide, which has Luigi beat the level for you after losing 7 times. It doesn't matter if you don't even use the super guide, because if it appears, you have no chance of getting those shiny stars. At least the mistake was fixed in Super Mario 3D World.
The kind of gamer that's going to use the super guide doesn't care. Fuck you, Demeech.
Just don't use the white Tanuki suit, and your shiny stars are safe. And if you do, just clear the level normally to get them back. But it becomes a major problem when these easy modes get further baked into a game. Let's take a look at New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Toadette and Nabbit are the easy characters, and they're highlighted heavily. I could at least forgive that if they didn't break the multiplayer. In New Super Mario Bros. U, one player will have to be either Toadette or Nabbit, despite Buck and Barry being right there. And in New Super Luigi U,
But if I'm playing with my friends, I don't think I care that much. I'm going to be on it. If I'm in a situation where I'm playing New Super U, firstly, why the hell are we playing New Super U instead of like Double Dash or like Mario Party? But if we are playing New Super U, yeah, fuck it, I'll play Nabbit. Yeah, sure. I'm already having fun with my friends. There's probably some drinks involved. There's been banter involved. I'm having fun. Who cares? I'm never... Are you seriously telling me, Demeech, you'd invite 3 friends around to play like, hey, let's lock in. Let's lock in, man. Let's play some... I want to play music for you. And listen, I'm going to be Luigi. I want to be like the team leader. Is this fucking Rainbow... I've played Rainbow Six Siege games that were less serious than what you're fucking making it out to be, Demeech. What are you doing? Good lord.
2-2 on
Good
you.
lord.
Because 2 players will become Kotaku writers overnight. There's no option to not play as them. And
I'd rather be a Kotaku writer than you, Demeech. And I mean that with... I never thought I would say that in my life. That's how pathetic this rant is.
4-player multiplayer.
Genuinely.
And guess what? It wasn't even a problem in the Wii U original. Now, New Super Luigi U on the Wii U had 1 player forced to play as Nabbit, so it was still a problem, but it wasn't as bad. I'll tell you what really infuriates me.
Oh, don't you fucking dare, Demeech. On my mother's life, if you say Super Guide or Acceleration... On my mother's life, Demeech. My mum, right? Literally on my mum's life. My mum hates playing video games, right? But I was able to convince her to play a round of deluxe with me. And the smart steering and the acceleration helped a lot. It helped her play the game, all right? She's never played video games before. And I have a core memory of me playing with my mum, Demeech. Are you going to take that away from me, Demeech? Is that what you can do? I bet you are, you fat cunt.
No. The fact that smart steering is turned on automatically in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Just turn it on.
When my friends and I play multiplayer games, we like to be on an even playing field, and it's so annoying.
What happens for a normal person? Oh, hang on, can we pause? I've got start steering. Okay, let's continue playing. Why are you...
Having to remind everyone that smart steering is on, so you should probably turn it off.
And also, this is the worst example you could use. Because isn't the smart steering worse if you actually know what you're doing? Because you can't take shortcuts. This is even... If anything, if I'm playing with you and you have smart steering on, I'm not telling you to turn it off. So I can get the advantage of taking a shortcut and you can't. That'd be fun. That'd be funnier. Imagine trying to race someone. Imagine trying to race your friend on, like, Shroom Ridge, right? It's neck and neck. You both have mushrooms. You mushroom over the thing to take the wind shortcut. He tries to, because then gets magneted onto the course. Isn't that going to be funny as fuck? That would be. But Demeech wants to play, like, comp. He wants to play seriously. Oh, video games are so serious. Must you can't have fun. I have to play it clown.
I can at least
Actual
ignore the
clown.
white Tanuki suit and be okay with its addition, but in a multiplayer game like Mario Kart, no.
Turn it off, Demeech.
No.
Turn it off.
There's no reason for smart steering
Turn it
to
off.
even be an option outside of single player.
There is, Demeech. It's called my mum. It's called, single-digit children, aged children. It's called old people who have arthritis that still want to play video games. I'm going to pull out the soy card, chat. I'm pulling out the soy card. It's called people with disabilities, Demeech. That's what it is. Why are you such an... I'm going to say the word, chat. I'm going to go full soy. Demeech, you're an ableist. That's what you are. You're an ableist. That's what you are, Demeech. When I upload this VOD to the second channel, Sir Morstein, this section, I'm gonna call it Demeech is an ableist. I'm literally gonna say that. I'm not gonna say Demeech is an ableist question mark. I'm literally gonna say Demeech. You're gonna title as Demeech is an ableist. Arrow pointing at you. He hates disabled people. This is true. Like, I can't defend this, Demeech. I actually can't defend this. This is genuinely shameful, and I think you should take this video down. And I'm not joking either. You should genuinely take this video down. This is a disgrace. What you've made right now is an absolute disgrace. That's what you've done. You set video games back to the fucking Stone Age of how awful these takes are. Truly, and I think you should really be ashamed of yourself. And while there's still a part of me that thinks you should have some sort of redemption, I still want to see you fly high one day as a better critic. Watching a video like this just makes me believe that you're beyond redemption. It really does. And it's pathetic. Play God of War, you absolute sack of shit. Thank you, Alperendo. Thank you so much. Multiplayer games don't have an easy road, so he was lying. He's lying, bro. He might be a crock, but he's lying.
And now, we get into Super Mario Bros. Wonder. We have not just one, but 2 Kotaku characters. 5 if you count all the Yoshi colors. Here's the problem. Yoshi is a fan favorite. When he's in a Mario game, he's almost as integral as Luigi himself.
And yes, if you're wondering, there is genuine malice in my voice. I'm not joking when I say this. Very rarely do you catch me being genuinely upset, but I am right now. I'm going to be honest, chat. I am genuinely upset. This is a disgrace of a video, and I think you should remove it from your channel.
Yoshi isn't some obscure Bizarro character like Peachette. He's one of the most beloved characters in all of gaming, and he even has a signature flutter jump and ability to eat enemies. I like that. I want to play as him, but I don't want to because he's invincible.
Just don't play as him, brother.
Preferably, I'd also want Nabbit to be a standard character who could take damage and power up, but Yoshi is the main concern, and the solution was simple. Have Yoshi and Nabbit be standard characters, but just in case, have an optional power-up like a white flying elephant fruit for those who would really want it.
Just play God of War. Guys, can we give him more game recommendations, please? Just play something else, Demeech, for the love of all that's holy.
I have to say,
Please.
that would look really cool. And I do like the designs for White Tanuki and Raccoon Mario, but
Play
having
Elden
an
Ring.
exclusive albino power-up is a much better compromise than making a character as beloved as Yoshi designated to a gaming journalist mode. Super Mario Bros. Wonder is still going to be fantastic, and I'm not going to let one flaw ruin the game, but I'm
It's
really
not a
hoping
flaw,
it's
you're just
addressed.
wrong.
It's not just limited.
It's addressed? Like as if it's like a stain on Nintendo's leg. Addressed? Maybe you should be addressed, Demeech, for being such an ableist cunt. That's what maybe you should address that. I can't even give you the pass of maybe this is old. You made this video last year, Demeech. Last year. And you thought this was okay. In the big 2023. You thought this was okay to do. This is sad, brother, I'm gonna be honest. Play Rayman Legends. Thank you, Chili Green. I appreciate you. I think we need to take Demeech out back. I think so, honestly. I think so. I think we do.
To gaming journalist modes, Nintendo games for the most part have become too easy for every
As if He's so old. He's actually so fucking old. He's an old man. How did anyone watch this shit, man? Old.
Metroid Dread. You have
You're
a
so
Kirby Star
old.
Allies
Actually
and a new
embarrassing.
Super Mario Brothers 2.
He's so
Usually,
embarrassing,
the
bro.
games aren't too easy to the point where they ruin my enjoyment, save for Star Allies where I thought it was so easy to the point where it was boring. But if Nintendo is willing to include easy modes, why not also include hard modes? Nintendo games aren't just for kids, they're for everyone, and I think it would be awesome to have some hard modes for more experienced players.
True. But Nintendo have already established a track record of them not doing that to the point where maybe you should play other games? Maybe, Demeech? Maybe.
Luigi's Mansion 3 definitely could have benefited from one.
Luigi's Mansion... What? Luigi's Mansion 3? Luigi's Mansion 3? Of all the games, I thought this game was decently hard enough. What? Are you... Of all the games, what did you even want in a hard... What, to, like, take more damage? Maybe, but, like... I thought it was fine. Oh, Demeech.
Same goes for most recent Mario games. Even something as simple as having lower HP and increasing enemy damage would go a long way. I'm really hoping Super Mario Bros. Wonder brings challenge back to the Mario series, and from what I've heard, it appears it could end up being really challenging.
It wasn't.
But in recent memory, one of the most rewarding Mario games to play was Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope.
Wow, Demeech, it's almost if you found a Mario game that's more attuned to your sense of crazy. Guys, it's crazy.
That game has a hard mode. It's challenging, but not unfair. And after beating the game, it was incredibly satisfying.
Almost as if that's made for your skill level, Demeech.
Seriously, it is one of the best Mario games on the Switch, and even one of the best Mario games. It's been slept on, but I'm hoping more will start to wake up.
Would you say it's an underrated gem to me? Would you say it's an underrated gem? Okay. Yeah. Could you please make a video? And yet you didn't make a single video about this game, Demeech. From what I'm being told, you didn't make a single video about this game. A single one, brother. Really? And you love this game that much? Insanity. Just like Cast1 for donating once more. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. Demeech being this apprehensive to family-friendly options and non-issues, the biggest skill issue I've ever seen in my life. He has, bro, it's a skill issue in his brain, bro. We call that mental issues. That's what we call it, bro.
I have many Trash
what we
and Treasure
call it.
episodes planned throughout the rest of the year.
Yeah?
But I'm hoping that I can give Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope before the end of the year.
He never did.
In the end, I understand both sides of the argument. It makes sense to have modes like this as an option, and it would be even nicer if more experienced players were also accounted for and given.
Do you know what more experienced players are doing? They're playing Celeste. They're playing Shovel Knight. They're playing play God of War, Demeech. Have you ever played God of War? I'm never going to get bored of saying that. I'm going to be honest. I'm never going to get bored of saying that. I'm going to say I'm never going to get bored of saying that. FRL racing into the road guard. Thank you so much, brother. I really do appreciate that. And CJ Adams, of course. I'm smoking it up, brother. I'm smoking it up with it. I'm going to need something to smoke after this shit. Bloody hell. Bro needs to play a different platformer. Recommend him on. Please send him an email. Send him an Instagram post. I enjoy Mount Warrior more than this video. I don't think that's very hard to do, if I'm being honest. I enjoy Grumble Volcano more than this fucking video.
Hard modes, but Nintendo's
How long is we're nearly there, chat. We're nearly there.
Journalist modes has
You were
been
here, chat.
pitiful,
You were
and I'm
here.
hoping that they could go back to the white Tanuki suit concept because it really stinks. Yoshi is a no Shoshi. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.
I think this video is easily the worst video I've ever made because unlike other content where I can say that maybe you've tunnel vision too much, I've got no excuses for you. Like, you literally just hate gamers that aren't you. And considering you play Nintendo baby games, how sad is that? At least when the Dark Souls Andes go get good, there's at least a kernel of truth, as annoying as they are. You're just mad that a game series you love doesn't cater to you anymore. But guess what, Demeech? You're old. You're old now. You can play other games. You can play other games, brother. Apparently, even the Kremlins don't claim you. Apparently, Kremlins don't claim you. Even the Kremlins don't want to claim you, brother. Listen, play Tropical Freeze, okay? If you play Tropical Freeze, Demeech. In fact, don't play Tropical Freeze. I don't want you to play one of my favorite video games ever made, okay?
And as always, keep calm and doggone.
Keep calm and fuck you, Demeech. Keep calm and fuck you, Demeech. How about that, brother? I said it with a hard F, brother. Fuck you, Demeech. How about that, huh? You hate old people and children. That's what you do. Why do you hate old people and children, Demeech? Why do you hate people with disabilities, Demeech? Can you answer that? Can we ask Demeech that question, please? Can we ask Demeech that question? Let's ask Saul, how does he have so much money? How do you have so much money, brother? I understand people who play easy mode argument. Also, Demeech calls people easy mode gaming journalists. Again, it's that thing he does. Didn't I mention this earlier, chat? Didn't I mention this earlier? He does this thing where he pretends to, like, see the other side, but he actually doesn't. He did this in his Power World vs. Scarlet review when he mentioned the story. That was just to be like, hey, look, I mentioned something good. He does this here as well. Hey, some people might like it, but it's still bad. And it's like, you're just doing that on purpose. You're just doing this on purpose, brother. How much money would you pay to get Demeech on the Discord call? He'd have to pay me at this fucking point. He'd have to pay me, brother. Are you kidding me? To listen to for this dog shit? Listen, I would pay him money if he would deliberately respond to this video. If he could make I would pay him 100 bones. That's my offer to Demeech. I pay you 100 bones cash if you make a response to this video and address all the points I've brought up. Why are you ableist? Why do you hate old people, Demeech? Why are you so old? Answer that question, Demeech. You act like you're older than me. I'm the 30-year-old, okay? I'm closer to 31 than 29. I'm officially out of my 20s. I've got no excuse anymore. I'm closer to 31. And look at you. You just want to smush the orange cupcake? Is that what you want, Demeech? Pathetic. That's what you are, Demeech. You're pathetic. Play God of War. Thank you for the 249. More like I keep Nintendo fans 999. Do you think that I Love Nintendo 999 would have done this? I love it. Look how wholesome he used to be. He used to be so wholesome. Look at this. You used to be. This is who you used to be. Look at you. I Love Nintendo 999 would never do this. He used to unbox in 3DS, give Skunky some food, review Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, unbox 7. That's what I Love Nintendo 999 used to do. You used to be so chill. You used to love Nintendo, and now look at you. Absolutely pathetic. Now you hate old people. How many views did that video get? Okay, if that video got like 100k views, you know what? Fair. You got the bag. 100k views, Demeech.
You are now.
You sold your soul to the ableist gods for 19k views, brother.
Wah, wah, wah. Will you cut that?
He tried to get us, guys. He tried to get us. but he cannot stop the must train. He can't stop me. He can't stop me, all right? He can try all he wants. He can try all he wants, but he's never going to stop me. I'm unstoppable. I'm unflappable, all right? And do you know what, Demeech? For taking down my stream, I don't know, Demeech. I don't know about that, brother. I don't know about that. I'm just saying. Might be a little bit questionable of you. Bloody hell. Well, that's like car crash with a video down the drain.